Okay, so I told y'all that I was gonna let the cats out the bag, and I was gonna tell y'all how I got the name Guy V. Astra. And look, y'all, this story might not be the most entertaining, and it might be the most shocking, but I am not a sane person, and so I had the names. First, we started out with Loyal Guy. I'm just gonna explain every username I had at this point because it's gonna make sense. Um, Loyal Kai came from, I was like, you know what, I'm loyal Kai. But I also made that in like 6th grade. So this that that was the time. You know what? That was the time where everybody was describing themselves in their username, so you know which was going to get when you followed them. Loyalty. And then we transitioned to what was it? Revised Guy was next. Yeah, Revised Kai, and I was like, you know what? I'm a little changed. Okay, I'm a I do different stuff now. I guess I don't really know what I was really thinking. I just know I wanted something different to like, be the front, the cover of myself. So I was like, a revised Kai, like I'm changed. Like I ain't on that same 6th grade shit. Mind you, I was probably, matter of fact, no, I had made that other username in like 4th, 5th grade. Loyal Kai. I did revised Kai in 6th grade. But Loyal Kai was my Snapchat. Or it still is. But I made that in 6th grade. So the whole timeline just weird. And then when I popped out with Resurrected, that's how you knew some shit was going on, because Resurrected was kind of like, I don't know, like I really, I'm back. It really just meant I'm back. Like I wouldn't say like I lost myself, because what was there to lose? But it was kind of like I don't really, look, because I did Resurrected in 7th grade. In 7th grade, look, that's a whole nother episode. Yeah, that's a whole nother episode. Like, I wasn't no freaky. Don't think that. I was just a genuine delinquent. I get bored. I start doing delinquent shit. Back then, not now. Not now. And then, okay, so now we're at Kiranesis Astra. So when I Kiranesis Astra, I'm not gonna lie, I needed something different. And look, y'all, I was talking to this ain't shit ass dude. Look, he shall not be named, but I was dealing with this ancient ass dude, and he was so ancient. Like, he might get a whole episode, because low-key really traumatizing. I wouldn't go back to that with too quick. And it was like I was in 8th grade too, so it don't even really count. But like, why would you doing that shit? Plus, he was like 2 years older than me, so you do the math. I, throughout high school, was never talking to middle schoolers. I'm just not doing that. Like, ew. I'm just not doing that. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. So, yeah. Y'all. But we broke up. I don't even know what we broke up for. He said I did something. I don't even really remember what I did, and the messages are deleted. I could probably find them in Snapchat. I don't want to though. So I was like, oh my gosh, I'm heartbroken. I was crying every damn day. Look, y'all, and what if this is the cherry on top? It was really like an internet relationship, but he wanted to see me so bad. But I was like, no. Like, but he lived down the street. But I just still didn't want to, like, you feel me? Like, I was scared. I was scared. I was like, no, you can, no. But we was on FaceTime every day. And, like, I knew him because of, like, my friends. and they had grew up with him, so I was just kind of like, you feel me? But I see you where, baby. No, you better sit the fuck over there. Fuck no. Yeah, that's kind of thing. Big bluff. Anywho, broke my heart. You know I'm dramatic. Changed my name to Kiranesis Astra because I needed something like that was like, bitch, yes. I needed something that was like on 10 toes. So Kiranesis Astra, and if you know Greek, and it should don't mean that, I'm sorry, but it's Kiranesis is like ruler, govern, stuff like that. So Kiranesis ruler, Astra. I want Asteria, like of the stars type shit, but Astra it flow better. So ruler of the stars, because I like the nighttime because it brings me peace. It heals, and it's like damn, like the moon. La Luna. So I'm just like, boom. So me being dramatic, I changed it to Kiranesis Astra. And I also changed my profile picture, and it's like this woman, and she's holding this man's head over a platter. It's a famous painting. It's a historical painting. I forgot what it's called, but it's so hard. And yes. Look, y'all. When I tell y'all, like, that was such an era. Like, when I did that, I really felt like the shit. Like, I don't know. It was like a pivotal turning. I don't know. Look. We did end up, like, getting back in contact, but I never go back for that. I'm so good on that. I'm so good on that. Like, y'all don't even understand. Like, I'm not holding a grudge, but I also was in 8th grade, so I'm not going back to something I was dealing with in middle school. And he was like really the first type, kind of serious, because I didn't. So he was like my first boyfriend, but he wasn't my first boyfriend. You know, he was the first reason why I'm like, I can't do this. And I was like, look, y'all. That shit broke my heart so bad. I wanted to cry. I did cry. 40 days, 40 nights, baby. I was tears bawling. Look. So when I shortened my name to Kyvie Astra, it was kind of like, because I realized Kiranesis Astra was so long, and like it was a cute looking name, but I wanted to look cuter. So I shortened it to Kyvie Astra, and it was cute. It was nice. And, you know, that's the era I'm in right now. And honestly, it's nice. You know, it flows, it fits, it's stuck. I've had this shit for years now. Like, my TikTok is still Kiranesis Astra just because I'm not changing that. But I do have another TikTok called Kyvie Astra. I just don't post on there. So it's just like, you feel me? You know, I did this whole thing when I switched from Kiranesis Astra to Kyvie Astra, though. Like, I had death to Kiranesis. Some weird shit. Look, I'd never do that shit again. But it was kind of cute. Like, I posted the pictures, and then I changed my username. So I was being dramatic, but it was like an art. And that's kind of how I treat Instagram. Like, my main one. I treat it like, okay, like, this is cute, you know? It's cute. It's different pictures. It tells a story. I like to post pictures that tell a story. That's how I feel. So that was the whole thing. I'm probably gonna do a different episode about ain't shit ass niggas site. that was how that came about. Really cute. My name, not that dude. What was I said the next episode gonna be on like just heartbreaks, cause I had a few of them. Y'all, my heart didn't bend through the gutter, you know. And there's still some people who would say I put their heart through the gutter. But I'm working on just doing better. I don't cheat. I don't know what I do. I just kind of not lie. Manipulate? No. I wouldn't even call myself that. I just kind of like, I like to be in my own space, and I get irritated easily. So I'm just kind of like, you know what I mean? But yeah, that was this one. Hopefully this episode's short, because it needs to save. Alright, y'all. I'm out.